phenomenon in the church over the last several years that I think is probably unlike any time in ecclesiastical history. It's the practice of church leadership turning to secular business books as a source of direction for the leading of the church. Now, I'm sure that over the years, pastors, starting with the Apostle Paul, have followed the writings of secular authors to be educated and expand their knowledge of secular thought in an attempt to better understand their mission field. But it seems to me that only recently has the church turned to secular writers for guidance in regards to the methods and management of the church. One of the books over the last decade or so that became a must-read by pastors looking to grow the church is a secular book by Ken Blanchard entitled Raving Fans: A Revolutionary Approach to Customer Service. It was recommended to me by more than one pastor I know, and I've seen it on the shelves in the offices of most of the pastors with whom I have met. While the book is full of great wisdom on the attracting and retaining of customers, I'm not sure that the mindset that produced this book, nor the goals that this book helps you to attain, are ultimately compatible with the mindset and goals that are laid out in Scripture for the functioning of the church. This distinction, I believe, is important. One thing I've learned over the years of being a pastor is that quite often we are managing the unintended consequences of our decisions as they shape our ministries, and that the best way to make sure that your ministry is being shaped intentionally is to spend at least as much time examining and re-examining why you exist as you do examining what you are doing. In ministry, we usually are spending our time pursuing what works, and we lose sight of why. To begin with, we are working. It seems to me the title Raving Fans: A Revolutionary Approach to Customer Service should at least create a pause in the heart and mind of any church leader. Are we looking to improve our customer service? When I read a review of this book, I wonder if much of the problems we are seeing manifest in the modern American church is not an unintended consequence of church leadership adapting church methods to comply with business models. The review said this: Raving Fans uses a brilliantly simple and charming story to teach listeners how to learn what a customer really wants, institute effective systems, and make raving fan service a constant feature, not just another program of the month. It went on to say, America is in the midst of a service crisis that has left a wake of disillusioned customers from coast to coast. Raving Fans include startling tips and innovative techniques that can help anyone create a revolution in any workplace and turn their customers into raving, spending fans. Is the church really in the service industry? Is the answer to an ineffective church learning what a customer really wants? Is the church in a crisis that is answered by instituting systems that turn their customers into raving, spending fans? Now, you might think I'm straining a gnat by focusing on this one book by Blanchard, but I believe that this illustrates a greater shift in the approach of the church that has come about as a result of the theology of me. It is focusing on attracting the individual by catering to their wants, and that may be good business in a me-centered world, but I'm not convinced it produces a good church.